What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventurer 1994 here, and it's Rosh Hashanah weekend, and my brother got off of school today, and he's getting off tomorrow. It's Monday, September 26, 2022, and I have another update to share with you guys regarding Hurricane Ian. So, as we all know, Florida put out a state of emergency the other day, and now mandatory evacuations are in place, and everyone is preparing for the worst case scenario of this hurricane. If you guys are doing these mandatory evacuations, you need to have a plan. You need to have a place to go, like a family member's or a friend's house, or a hotel like outside the impacts. Like, you need to have a plan. You can't just run for the hills from a hurricane. That's not an actual plan. You need to have a place to go. You need to make sure you have everything you need. And time is running out, guys. The clock is ticking. Pretty soon you guys are going to feel the impact of this thing, like the rain and the wind. Like the outer bands. I mean, you really need to get preparing, like right now, because time is running out. It won't be long before the winds start kicking in. And this thing is supposed to pass Cuba tonight and turn to a major hurricane. This thing, Hurricane Ian, is now a Cat 2 hurricane. It became a hurricane like ever since very early this morning, according to the 5 a.m. advisory. But it's now at a Cat 2 hurricane, so this thing is rapidly bubbling up. And the Gulf has a lot of energy in the water to rapidly intensify this thing into a issued Cat 4 hurricane. So this is pretty concerning, guys, and it's expected to make landfall in Tampa Bay, and I believe Central Florida and Western Central Florida is about to see the worst of this thing. Yeah, Tampa is going to be inundated by this hurricane. I'm telling you guys, like right now, I bet Tampa is going to see the worst of this thing. It's expected to make landfall over there pretty soon, midweek. And I think Disney and Universal and SeaWorld are going to have to do emergency closings regarding the hurricane. They are closely monitoring this thing as we speak. So whoever is in Disney World like right now, you need to be straight with the cast members that you have to leave like right now, or if you guys are still there during the hurricane, you guys are going to be stuck in your rooms when the parks close, or doing those activities that usually happen during hurricanes in the lobbies, as long as you don't have to go outside. I mean, Disney does have activities in the lobbies during hurricanes, as long as you don't go outside during the storm. Yeah, I've heard about these activities before. Like, you get to see characters, you get to watch a movie in the lobby, as long as it's not outside. Like, yeah, these activities like take place in the lobbies during hurricanes. But a lot of people are going to be in their hotels the whole time if they're in Disney right now. And I really think they're going to close the parks. I'm telling you right now, Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, I think they're all going to close. I bet all the sporting events happening in Florida are going to be canceled or postponed. Like the race, for example. I'm going to have to check the race schedule again, and I hope they're not playing in Tampa during this hurricane, because Tampa is supposed to be the worst area that's supposed to be hit. But time is running out, guys. You really need to finish these preparations like right now. It's supposed to cross Cuba as we speak, and I hope everyone in Cuba is finished preparing for this thing, because it's about to get rocky tonight as it crosses by overnight. And once it gets out of Cuba, it will rapidly intensify into a Cat 4 major hurricane. Yeah, this thing is supposed to become a major hurricane and make landfall as a major hurricane. And it's expected to like slow down before landfall. So you guys in Tampa or anywhere else in the west coast of Florida, you guys are going to be stuck in those impacts for a while. So I do recommend evacuating if you don't want to be a part of this thing. If you don't want to be in any of these impacts. I recommend you get out, like right now. Like, go somewhere that's not in the danger zone of this hurricane. There's going to be a lot of flooding, a lot of high winds. It's going to be chaotic. We could be looking at another Andrew or another Irma pretty soon. Or another Hurricane Michael. Like, once it gets into the panhandle. Or if it goes into the panhandle. But they're showing it making landfall on the west coast of Florida, and then they're showing it that will weaken after it makes landfall, and then it becomes a tropical storm. And they're showing by Saturday that it will weaken to a depression, but that's still too far out. I mean, that's the 5-day cone. But there's still a lot of uncertainty on what this storm could do. There's still lots of uncertainty going around about this hurricane. We're gonna have to wait and see what these impacts do, because there's still a lot of uncertainty right now. But I believe Tampa is gonna see the worst of this thing, and I bet they really are. And now Florida has hurricane warnings out, tropical storm warnings, and a lot of watches. Everything. This is pretty crazy. So, the clock is ticking. You really need to pick it up now. You need to make sure you have everything you need. You need to prepare for a power outage if you're not evacuating. You need to make sure you have everything you need. Like, stock up on everything that you'll need when the power goes out from the damaging winds and the flooding. And they're issuing multiple inches of rainfall. This is a pretty serious situation right there. This is getting really bad, guys. You guys don't have enough time left. And all preparations need to be final like tomorrow. And pretty soon all the flights and pretty soon all Florida airports are gonna have their flights canceled before this hurricane, and they're gonna close the airports pretty soon. Yeah. I just know the effects are gonna be statewide for you guys. And all the Gulf states near Florida need to be on high alert too. So we really need to keep our eye on this thing. Prepare as much as possible. Prepare for flooding, winds, heavy rainfall, all that. So, this is just my update, and I guess that's it. Bye.